Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you 12 tips and tricks you can use to either speed up or at least make it easier to work in Illustrator. So let's get started. Okay, so number one are smart guides. Trust me, these are really useful. If you go into the view and then go down here, you can see smart guides. Okay, these are really useful. Now, how are these basically useful? Well, let's create two shapes. Okay, let's create two squares. Actually, let's just make one square, and let's just make another one like this. Okay, so now what you're seeing here is when I go near, you see this pink line appearing and this snapping into place. Look at it closely. It is going to snap into place like this. It snapped into place. Now, even if I move it a lot, it will move, but if I move it a little bit, it will not move. Okay, so what's happening here? It is snapping into place by itself. That is because of smart guides. And what smart guides basically do is they help you guide your object or whatever you have to a position it thinks is relevant to where you want to put it, or thinks you might want to put it there. Like, for example, I want this to be 100% aligned to the center of this object, this first object. The second object I'm creating, I want it to be aligned in the center. Okay, so it is now in the center, because if I did it without smart guides, it would have basically done it like this or something like a little bit lower or something like that, but it snaps it right at this place. Okay, now I'm going to create a third object, and I want it to have the same spacing as these two right here, not too much but not too little. You see at the bottom right here, these double arrows, these are basically showing that it is equally divided. Okay, there's equal spacing between each of these, and I'm gonna let go, and you can see there is equal spacing between all three of these squares now, and that's because of smart guides. Now, the second thing I want to show you is, like, this has a white fill and a black stroke. Okay, but let me just change the color of this to like this for now. Okay, and for this one I am going to like make it green, and then let's increase the stroke. Okay, so let's say, since I only need to bring this to the top, okay, let's say I want this fill to be transparent. So now I want to make it transparent. So I can basically just click this right here, but the shortcut to doing this, and I usually just click here, but some people prefer the shortcut. So what you just need to do is select the object, make sure this is at the top, this one right here, okay, and then just click the /, okay, like this. Just click that, and it will make it transparent. And if you want the stroke to be transparent, just bring the stroke part here, and then just either click this or do this, just /, like this. Okay, so that's the second. Now the third one is something I also already explained in the direct selection tool tutorial, but let's do this as well. Okay, so when you have something selected, okay, let's select this one. When you have something selected, you will see these donut like shape designs right here. Okay, just click these with the selection tool. Okay, with the selection tool, if you click these, all of the anchor points will be selected when you use the selection tool. And when you click these, all 4 of these corners will be curved. Okay, these bent curve shapes, these will be formed when you click and drag these. And how much you want them to be curved depends on you, on how much you click and drag. Okay, you can increase or lessen them. Okay, but let's say you wanted to only select one of these. Okay, so to do that, go to the direct selection tool, select one of these, and then you can curve only one of these. Okay, see the handles and the anchor points and all of that, and it happens all by itself. And you can just make it go back to the way it was as well. Okay, like so. Okay, so that's how you do this. You can curve shapes using these. Okay, thing is snap to point. Okay, use the direct selection tool for this. Okay, just go here, and this option right here, snap to point, just click this. So go into view and then snap to point. Okay, now what does this mean basically? Let's say you select a shape. Okay, now I'm gonna grab it from this anchor point by selecting all of this first. Okay, then I just wanted to snap to the anchor point of this shape. Okay, actually let me just do something first with the pen tool. Let me just sorry, my bad. Just select this first, add an anchor point, and just add it here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let me just do it like this. Okay, so with this shape selected, I wanted to snap into this place. Okay, the anchor point that is here. Okay, so I'm just going to bring it, and you can see if you look carefully that it's going to snap into place all by itself. Okay, it's snapping into place right here, as you can see, and snapped onto that anchor point because of the snap to point option that I have selected, that I have checked in the view menu. So this is the 4th tip. Okay, all right, so let's just delete everything right now. Okay, and create a few squares. Okay, let's just create few squares. Let's just place them randomly like this. Okay, yeah, like this. Okay, so these are all like everywhere, all like they're all misplaced. I want all of these to be in the center of the artboard for now. Okay, like vertically in the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these first, then you will see these align option right here, or you can just go in and in properties. Okay, here you will also see the align option right here. Okay, so I'm not going to use it here, I'm going to use it here. It's easier in my opinion to use it there. And if you do not see this, you can go here and just like find this align option right here. Okay, so with all of these selected, just go into the align option. Okay, now I want them to be in the center. Okay, so I can either align to selection, and by align to selection, basically all of this border box right here, you can see that is the selection. Okay, and let me just vertically align this. See, it's vertically aligned in the center. But let's say I want to vertically align this in the center of the artboard, and this white box paper like thing is the artboard, if you did not know that. So I'm going to align it in. I've just went in and aligned to artboard, and then I'm going to vertically align this, and now it is vertically aligned in the center of the artboard. But let's say I wanted this to be aligned like in the center. Okay, like let's say for now I move this into like the center of the artboard. Okay, like horizontally center. Like I want this object to be horizontally center to the artboard. So let's do that. Yeah, it's horizontally centered. Okay, now let me just make this like jumbled up. Okay, now I'm gonna select all of these. Now when I have selected all of these, I can do two things to align it to an object. I can either just go in and in the align option, I can go and say align to key object like this. You can see this bigger bordered box appearing. This object is the key object. Okay, you can tell by the bigger bluer border. Or the other thing you can do is when you have all of these objects selected, just go and just click on the object you want to be the key object. Okay, after that just go into the options, and I want this to be like centered here, like in the middle right here, and I'm just going to do this, and now all of these objects are in the middle like this. Okay, can even make them horizontal, vertical if I want. I can even make them vertical, but that would just basically bring them in, like all of these are now in the center of this object because of that. But that has no meaning, honestly. There's no point in doing that. Okay, so let's say I want them like separated. Okay, equally separated. So align to selection. Let's just go back a little bit. Okay, let's just do this. Let's bring this one like here. Okay, and then I'm going to say it's going to be aligned to this selection. Okay, and after that I'm going to first I'm going to vertically align these. Now you can see the spacing is all wrong. Now I can just do this, and now it is like next to these now. But let's say this is the key object, and I wanted to I didn't need to make that the key object. I need to make it the align to selection. Now this whole selection has different spacing between it. Okay, so what I can do now is just click this, and now it has equal spacing between each other. Okay, now if these were up and down, you can obviously guess what's gonna happen here when I use this. Okay, so this was horizontally and this is vertically. Okay, so that's how aligning works. Okay, now this was the 5th tip. Now next we are going to go to the 6th one, and that is zooming. Now this is really useful in my opinion. This is like something that you use a lot, and I really use it a lot. And there are two ways. Basically, you can just go to this magnifying glass right here, just click on the area you want to zoom into. Now if you press the Alt key, like this is a plus now, you can see the plus symbol inside the magnifying glass icon. If you press Alt, this will show a minus, and what that basically means is you can zoom out if you click. Okay, like this. But I don't really do it like this. What I do is, like, you can scroll up and down, right? Well, you can if you press the Alt. Okay, like press Alt, and then you can just scroll up to zoom in, and you can scroll down to zoom out, and that's how I do it. But zooming is like really useful, and it comes in handy whether you're creating art, making logo designs, brochures, whatever. This is really useful. So we are going to move on to the 7th, that is arrange options. Now, what do I mean by that? Arrange options is like, let me show you. Let's say, let me just bring it in like so. Okay, let's intersect these. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, now let's just color these in as well. Let's select a few. No, not this. This one. Okay, let's just make these different colored. Oh no, I had the stroke in front. Okay, let's make this like different colors just to show you what I mean. Okay, so as you can see, these are like on top of each other. Let me just actually do something else. Let me just do it like this. It'll be easier to see. Now, as you can see, these two are on top of this one, and these two are below this one. But let's say I wanted this one to be below this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to arrange, okay, and I'm going to go and select send backward. Okay, right click, go to arrange and select send backward. And now, as you can see, this went to the back of this square shape. Now, just like that, let me select these two. Okay, arrange, bring to front, and now these two are on the front of this shape. Okay, and these are really useful when you work with different kinds of objects and shapes and other things, and you want to send something to the back. You can do this in layers. Let's say I want to find this shape. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into layers, and then this is a short list, but when you work with projects, you are going to have a long list, like 20 or 30 different shapes here. Okay, and you're gonna have to find that shape, and it might even be in groups. So it's easier to just select the shape and just say arrange and then go send backwards. Okay, like this, and it's easier, it automatically changes that. Okay, it's easier like this. Okay, so number 8, global colors, and this is a time saver, seriously. Let me just show you what I mean. Let me select a few shapes, these 3 shapes. Okay, now I have where did it go? I made it, looks like I deleted that. Okay, anyways, I'll just show you how to do that. It's better. Okay, let me just create a new folder first. Okay, it created some colors by default. I don't really need these. Okay, I'm just gonna delete all of these. Yes. Now, with the folder selected, you can see it's selected because of the white border. Okay, now with the folder selected, you just come here. Let me just select another color, like let me take this color. Okay, so this is the color I selected. Okay, so select the folder, color selected. Now you go to new swatch. Now this global option, okay, check this, and actually I'm gonna create another color just to show you the difference. Let's make this pink. Okay, global option not selected this time, and then I'm going to click OK. So you can see if a color is global or not by seeing this white corner right here. Okay, so this I'm going to give a global color, and this one I'm going to make this pink color, like pinkish color. Okay, so now let's say I didn't want this to be pink. I want this to be like I could say I want this color to be let's go with green. Okay, I want this color to be green. Okay, now I can go into preview and this is not changing, and that's because it is not a global color. Okay, now I'm going to click OK, and this did not change even though it changed here. Okay, and it changed here as well. But now with this one I am going to change it to like green. Okay, let's just make it yellow. Now, no, orange is better. Okay, so let's say I want to make it orange, but since this is a global color, like you can see right here, okay, this is a global color, and I change it to orange like this. Now I'm going to go into preview, and it shows me that this color is changing. Okay, now I'm going to select it, and I changed this color, and it changed all the objects that had this global color. I didn't select it from here. Okay, I selected this global color, I put it in, and I changed the global color itself, and it automatically changed all the colors that were linked to it, you could say. So that's how global colors work. Okay, now moving on is number 9, the hand tool. This is also like really useful when you have different artboards or you're really zoomed into a project, and in that project you just need to move around and like select different things. You know, like let's say I'm really zoomed in right now. Okay, let's say I'm really zoomed in right now. I can just go here and just select the hand tool like this, or the shortcut key, I really like to use this, and just press H. Okay, and it changes the cursor to this hand like symbol. If I click, it's like it's grabbing the screen, and I can just move it around. Okay, I can move this artboard around however I want. Okay, so that's how you use the hand tool, and it is really useful. Trust me on that. This, I centered it like this. See, otherwise I would have to go here, and I would like have to move it like this, and I would have to go up like this, and I would have to scroll like this, and I have to scroll like this. Oops, I accidentally zoomed. I have to scroll like this, or I have to scroll like this, but I can just grab and just place it however I want. Like this is where I want it to be placed. Okay, like this, in the center like this. Okay, moving on. Number 10 is clone an object, and I have actually been doing this from the start of this tutorial. Basically just use the selection tool, click an object, click drag. You will see like how the object is gonna look and how it is going to be like if you let go like this. But I just let go. Okay, what I wanted to do was clone it. So when I have it in the exact place I want it to be, I press Alt and then I release my left click. What happens is it will automatically clone 100% of that object, like exact clone of that object. Let's say this selected, I have this triangle shape. Okay, let's say I have this triangle shape. Actually, let me just make it even weirder. This anchor point selected. It's gonna like, let me just make it like so. Okay, this is a weird shape now, but I can, instead of like taking this and then just doing what I just did, I can just click and I can just drag it out and release. And when I release, I am pressing the Alt key when I release. Okay, it will not work if you do not press the Alt key when you are releasing your left click. When I do that, it will automatically create a 100% duplicate or clone that object. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, now selecting multiple objects. This is let's say I wanted to select this and this one. Now I just can't go like this and select these two only. The problem is that it covers all of this and it automatically selects all of these. So I want to select this one and this one only. So I just click on this while pressing the shift key. I click on this one, and now even though it looks like it's selecting all of these, it's only selecting these two. Okay, that's how it works. Like if I want to select all three of these, I can't just do this because it selects all of these. I need to click this one, press shift, click this one, press shift, click this one, and I need to hold shift while clicking. Just needed to add that. I clicked and selected it, but I didn't let go of shift until I released my left click. Okay, like I press shift, I let go, I click, it selects this object. This one is not selected anymore. But if I press shift, okay, if I press shift, keep on pressing it, click, and then let go, it selects both of these shapes now. Okay, that's how selection works. Okay, moving on to the 12th is ruler. And guys, these are really useful when you are basically like working in a project where you need to be really precise in where you need to put something. Okay, like the shortcut to bringing out rulers and guides is basically Control and R. Okay, and you know you have a ruler like these and these. Now you must be thinking, how are these gonna help me? But if you, let's say I wanted to like bring it into the center, like right here, like really here, I just click and drag this and bring it here. As you can see, like this is a guide. Okay, ruler and guides. I needed to say ruler and guides, not grids. Okay, ruler and guides. So this is a guide. Okay, this is guiding me to where I need to put the object, and I can like intersect these here. Okay, I wanted it to be here. Okay, so I know where the center of an object is. Okay, like this blue dot, this represents the center of your object. So I just bring this and it automatically snaps into place. If you look at this, if I bring it near this line, it will snap to this line automatically. Okay, now if I bring it down, it will automatically snap into the center where it is intersecting. Okay, it even says intersect, and now it is in the middle of where I want it to be. Okay, that's how rulers and guides work. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. I really hope you like this one. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And I really hope you had a fun time learning like I did. We are going to be making different projects. Just wait a little while longer. A few more tutorials. So we're gonna be making like cartoon like designs here. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that as a project, and we are going to be using everything we learned to create that. I really hope you like this tutorial. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. And in the future, we are going to be making like different things. Okay, like cartoon like designs in Illustrator, and we're going to be using all we have learned up till now and what we are going to learn a little more. So keep watching, and I'm also going to be making drawing tutorials if you guys want that. Okay, so this is it for this tutorial. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.